Can you go into Facebook Producer? Can you hit go live? Okay, I will hit go live. Yeah. Okay, check. Don't check it. Don't just take its word for it. Okay, I'm not seeing it on Facebook just yet. Okay, yeah, I've got it in Facebook. Yeah, we're live in Facebook. Right, I'm going to go get into position. So you remember procedure? Once I get up there, I'll tell you I'm ready, I'm in position. You can bring RT&P in, bring the caption down, get rid of the holding image, tell me I'm live, and then bring in, then pop the logo on screen, and then run the ticker bar text. I'm on my way. Just keep me updated with time as well, because remember I can't see or hear it, if that's all right. How are you doing? All right. How are you doing? Give a quick timer anyway. Okay, Elaine, I'm in position. You can bring ticker bar down, bring RT&P in, counters in. Well, hello everybody and welcome to Brands Hatch. As you can see, Junior Saloons are just finishing off their qualifying session. There's less than a minute on the clock. We've had a couple of red flags already this morning with the Ginetta Juniors and the Junior Saloons, so we might be running just a little bit behind schedule, but only by a couple of minutes or so. They'll be pretty quick as always here at Brands Hatch. Coming up for you very shortly, you're going to see the live on-track qualifying for the Classic Modern Motorsport Club Southern, TinTops and Super Saloons here at Brands Hatch. 2 races to bring you live as well a little bit later. 15-minute race, only a short qualifying session, actually 10 minutes, that is all. Yes, it's Ian Waterhouse here from Live Sport now. What a treat it is to be up here, but let me prove it to you. Let's bring the camera around here and let me give everybody a little bit of a wave. Hello everybody, how are you? It's our final trip to Brands Hatch for 2022, so I'm a little bit sad. Yes, of course, we do have the CMMCS. We've also got the Classic Touring cars to bring you as well today. Sadly, we're not here tomorrow though, because we've actually got the Vitality Women's FA Cup to bring you. So if you like football, make sure you tune back in tomorrow. But enough about that. Today, Classic Modern Motorsport Club Southern section, the Super Saloons, TinTops coming up today. They are here tomorrow as well for the Intermarque silhouettes. As I said, we're not going to be here though. So Junior Saloons on track. Let's just have a quick look at it. Quite a misty morning here at Brands Hatch. We want to hear from you as well. Remember, this is your show. We're doing everything off one camera today. So comment below. Tell us, where are you watching from today? Who are you looking forward to seeing? Who are you supporting? In fact, in the holding bay over there at Assembly, you can see the cars just lining up, getting themselves ready. So we are, there they are, the cars lining up, getting themselves ready. Remember, do keep your comments coming in. We can see them. We want to hear from you. Where are you watching from today? Are you excited to be seeing this? Keep the comments coming in. And if you want to have your comments shown on screen, the best place to do it is Live Sport now on YouTube. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click, make sure you hit subscribe as well so you don't miss any of our motorsport action. That's something that we brought you throughout the course of the year. This is our last motorsport meeting of the season trackside anyway, and what a year it has been. The checkered flag has fallen, I believe, for the junior saloons as well, so they are going to be making their way into Parc Ferme, and then it's going to be our crew heading out next, and it's a big one as well. I've got an entry list of 33 cars. I think it might actually be a little bit more than that. We've got Ken Angell, Graham Richardson, Chris Bassett, Dave Hutchins, Chris Whiteman, Neil Gardiner, John Wilde, Alex Martin, Mason Parker, Alex Coulter. We've got Callum Perfect, looking for a perfect day here today. Paul Keynes, Ian Searle, Chris Birley, James Searle, Justin Ross, Alexander Baldwin, Bernie Baxter, Rod Birley, of course, out in his Ford Escort WRC. Keep an eye out for that. Adrian Bradley, Steve Dan, Ronan Bradley, Paul Watson, Jack Whitehead, Dave Cowan, Martin Reynolds. I've already seen Martin down here in his Ford Escort. We'll catch up with him a little bit later. Michael Eustace, Peter Selden, Martin Scott, Peter Osborne, Chris Adams, Stephen Watson, Donald DeWall as well. So as you can see, junior saloon cars making their way in. There might be a few other entries as well. We will keep you up to speed with everything as it happens throughout the course of the day. You'll hear from the drivers a little bit later too. This is a short 10-minute qualifying session coming up for you here. Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. It's a misty morning. Remember, keep those comments coming in. We want to hear from you. Where are you watching this from this morning? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you heading out and about with the family? Are you even here at Brands Hatch? I had a message from Paul Turner. I know you're here today, Paul. If you're watching, hello. He sent us a picture of where he is. I think he might be actually over on the opposite side of the start-finish straight. Hello, good morning. So there you go. Junior saloons making their way in on time very shortly for the Classic Modern Motorsport Southern TinTops Super Saloons to head out and track. In fact, they are just making their way down the pit lane now. I think it might actually be Rod Birley who's going to lead them out as well in his Ford Escort. Look for the number 44, I believe it is. Yeah, there is Rod Birley in the black Escort. He's going to lead the Super Saloons, the TinTops out. And there he is down there. Just behind him, that's Dave Hutchins in his Honda Civic Type R. Number 78 in the BMW just behind. That's Ronan Bradley. Well, are you excited for this as I am? It promises to be a bit of a cracker, doesn't it? Remember, have your say. A few comments coming in. Phoenix says, you're live and unmuted, by the way. Thanks, Phoenix. Yes, it is foggy. Watching from America as well. There we go. Thank you very much for the comment. So the car's just lining themselves up. It's been quite a dramatic morning already. Ginetta Juniors went out early doors. We actually had 2 red flags in that session. Then Junior Saloons went out and we had another red flag in that session as well. So we're only 2 minutes behind schedule at the minute, so this was scheduled for a 9:50 start, 9:52 now, so not too bad at all, is it, down there? Final race day of the season as well for the TinTops and Super Saloons. As we said, Intermarque silhouettes are back here tomorrow at Brands Hatch. If you are in the area or within a reasonable distance and fancy coming down, you can just pay the gauge, come on down, why not? Head online as well, get your ticket beforehand if you so wish. We're not expecting massive crowds. A little bit later today as well, we've also got classic touring car racing action and qualifying to bring you as well. We will be behind the scenes a little bit later too with our legendary behind the scenes paddock walk. 10-minute qualifying session about to come out. Remember, keep your comments coming in. Like, comment and share. It helps us. It helps the series. We want to get many people as possible involved with the Classic Modern Motorsport Club Southern section, so do check it out. There is also a link in the body of this broadcast, and here we go. Qualifying gets underway. It's Rod Birley, number 44, who leads the way to get things underway. Short qualifying session. Here we go. Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. 2 races today, 15 minutes each. You'll see those live and you'll hear it from the drivers a little bit later too. I believe I can see Edward Cottam down there as well. Of course, son Oliver drives a number of different racing cars too. So here we go. First forays out onto the track this weekend for the CMMCS Super Saloons and TinTops. Just making a way around Druids now as Rod Birley as he comes down now into Graham Hill. and then down the very short back straight, if you could really call it that, the Cooper Straight here at Brands Hatch. Excuse me, I've been suffering with a little bit of a snuffle over the last few days, so my voice is perhaps a little bit more, shall we say, muted than usual. Please forgive me for that. What a mix of cars we have out on track. Taylor, I want to know from you actually, which is your favourite car here? We've got all sorts. We've got BMW E36, Honda Civic EP3, we've got a Peugeot 306 out there, Ford Fiesta XR2, a Vauxhall Corsa, a Citroen Saxo, Ford Fiesta 150 STs, Honda Civic Type Rs, Renault Clio, VW Golf. There's a Scirocco out there as well, and of course the Ford Escort WRC, a Vauxhall Astra VXR. You name it, it's out there. That Martin Reynolds just goes underneath me as well in his beautiful, absolutely beautiful car too. Right, so cars are now just starting their first flying laps. Let's just see if we can start to get a little look at what sort of lap times the cars are putting in. Fairly greasy and misty this morning, as you can see. It certainly was on the drive in. Not that it's going to affect anybody here. Visibility is still clear, so that's not going to cause any issues. What a noise, the car's rumbling around Brands Hatch Indy. My favourite circuit, tell me, I want to know, which is your favourite circuit in the UK? Comment below, do tell me. As we said before, if you comment over the live sport now on YouTube, we can show your comment on screen as well. So tell me, what is your favourite circuit in the UK? It's got to be UK based. Okay, so favourite circuit in the UK, comment below. I do think mine is Brands Hatch. I know we're here today, so it's very easy to say that and be biased, but it generally is. Always get a little bit of a buzz every time we come in. So fastest so far, Eustace with a 55.574. Rod Birley in second, 56.397. Bassett is third at the minute, at 57.258. Of course, we've still got a number of cars to put the first lap in. 7 minutes left on the clock in this qualifying. As I said, it's only a 10-minute qualifying session. It's a short one. So it means very little time. You've just got to go for this. Although putting in sub 1 minute lap times, they can certainly get a fair few in, can't they? So lots of opportunities, but the time does just fly away. You see Reynolds going well at the minute. He's down in 14th though. So Birley now is the fastest man out on track at 53.533. Eustace drops to second, 53.724. Bradley, number 78, now BMW 54.985. Bassett's is 4.55.383. Adams, car number 6 at 57.062. Selden drops to 6th, 57.586. Hutchins is in 7th now to Dan in 8th. A. Bradley, that's car number 21, in 9th, and Searle is 10th. That is your top 10 as it stands at the minute, although every time I keep reading it, it keeps changing. Look at it, look how many cars, 32 in total. Gardiner in the pits though, Gardiner is in the pits. As is Ross as well. I can see Ross just pulled into the pits. So car number 159 in the pits, as is number 88. Steaming down, plenty of action. Oh, we've got a spinner as well. We've put the camera on it, just trying to see who it is. It's one of the Vauxhall Astras that just had a bit of a spin. It's number 177. That is Peter Osborne in his Red Devil Vauxhall Astra VXR. He just had a spin down here. Avoided contact, didn't hit anybody, but has just parked on the side. He's going to get going again though. Good stuff indeed. Great driving by everybody around him as well. So comments coming in as well. Team Legacy, we actually broadcasted to their Facebook page today as well. They're saying their favourite track, the Mini Nürburgring here in the UK of Cadwell Park. Yeah, I can totally understand that. Keep your comments coming in. Tell us which is your favourite track to go racing at in the UK, or even just to spectate at as well. Do tell us, comment below, we can see them. And if you comment on live sport now and subscribe on YouTube, to link in the body of this broadcast, it'll take you straight there. We can show it on screen as well. And talking of the Legacy boys, it is number 78. That is Ronan Bradley in the Team Legacy, who's now the fastest man on track as well, at 53.338. Get this though, the gap between him and Rod Birley. Birley's just beaten it though, literally Birley just beat it. And Eustace has just beat it as well. So Eustace now on provisional pole, 52.126. Birley in second at 52.369. And Ronan Bradley now for in third place, when literally 10 seconds ago he was on pole position. Now in third. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Eustace, car number 180, absolutely flying. Michael Eustace is ME Auto 7's BMW 46 M3. He's from Orpington and he's flying not too far from here at 52.126. He clearly knows this place very well. We've got just over 3.5 minutes left on the clock for qualifying here. Birley in second, it's Ronan Bradley in third, Bassett in fourth, Southern in fifth, P. Watson in sixth, Hutchins in seventh, Adams in eighth, Martin Reynolds is up to ninth, now Dan is in 10th. That's your top 10 as it stands. Then we've got A. Bradley in 11th, Whiteman, Dewar, Whitehead, Richardson, Baldwin, Scott, Searle, Perfect, Parker, Keynes, Cowan, Martin, Wild, S. Watson, J. Searle, Cootie, Birley, Ross, Baxter, Osborne and Gardiner, 32 cars in total, although I think Ross, car number 159, is off the track somewhere, so I think Ross's qualifying might be done, and Osborne 177 and Gardiner 88, both in the pits as well, so it doesn't look like they will be going. In fact, Gardiner hasn't put a time in at all, so Gardiner never made it out. Osborne has put a time in a 106.660, still in the pits, not going to be coming back out, and Ross in 30th. He's off the track somewhere, and qualifying is done and dusted. So just over 2.5 minutes off this qualifying session. Still a couple of opportunities to put some good laps in at the minute. I can see Bradley, number 78, coming steaming down. He's just alongside Martin Reynolds. What can he do here? 2.5 minutes left to go. This qualifying is really heating up here. It's quite busy. It looks colder than it is. It's actually very mild here at Brands Hatch today. It's a very nice day to go racing. Track perhaps a little bit slippy and greasy, we saw from the Ginetta Juniors this morning and the Junior Saloons. But of course, every time these cars circulate, a bit more rubber goes down, a bit more traction. We just seem to go quicker and quicker and quicker. It's Eustace on pole position, 52.126. Birley in second at 52.369. And Ronan Bradley in third at 53.338. 1.2 seconds separates the top three here for the CMMCS Super Saloons and TinTops qualifying live. Excuse me. Rod Birley, through he goes, look, fire spitting out the side of that Ford Escort, and he's got a bit of clear air here as well, which is quite difficult to do with 30 odd cars going around Brands Hatch Indy. You can see a whole bunch of them sweeping around as they start to approach the end of this lap. But Birley with a little bit of clear air. This could be a very quick lap indeed. Rod Birley, what do you know, he's won hundreds of races in his career, hasn't he? That's not enough to go any faster though. He stays in second place. Really, is this going to be his last chance saloon? Who knows? Again, he's managed to find clear air as he goes up into Druids there. The black Escort going round Druids, a tight right-hander now. There he is, currently in second place. Martin Reynolds is a mover and shaker. He's now up to sixth place, just to keep you up to speed with things. Here comes Birley now, the left-hander. It's a tight one. It's where we saw a spinner a little bit earlier in this qualifying session. Ronan Bradley's just behind, as is Martin Reynolds as well. Birley with clear air. This might be his last chance because he's coming up to a few cars to try and get that pole position. Can he do it? We've got 40 seconds left on the clock. Oh, we've got somebody gone off. Somebody's gone off at the top. They've managed to rejoin the track. They've gone through the gravel trap. I don't think it's going to have affected Birley at all though. Can he get over the line? Rod Birley goes pole position as it stands at a minute. He does go faster, 52.079. Rod Birley on provisional pole at the minute. He's still got one more opportunity, of course. There's still 20 seconds left on the clock. Wow, what a great session we have had so far. So it is Birley on pole, Eustace in second, Bradley in third, Selden in fourth, Watson in fifth, Bassett in sixth, Reynolds in seventh, Hutchins in eighth, Scott in ninth, Adams in 10th. Wow, what a superb qualifying session. Of course, don't forget, we've got two categories. We've got somebody going off the track a little bit there as well. They've parked it well out of the way, so we've got waved yellows, and I think with the checkered flag falling, I'd be surprised with waved yellows down here if anybody can go any quicker at all. So that kind of brings a slightly premature end to qualifying, as you can see. I can't imagine with the waved yellows anybody's going to be able to power through the last section of the Brands Hatch Indy circuit here. So checkered flag out qualifying does come to a close for the CMMCS Super Saloons and TinTops here. Rob Birley's pulled in already. Looks like that is going to be enough for pole position. At 52.079 is Birley on pole. It is a great effort though by Michael Eustace. He's in second place. Ryan Bradley in the team legacy is third. Selden is fourth. P. Watson is fifth. Bassett is sixth place. Martin Reynolds is seventh. Hutchins in eighth. Scott is ninth. A. Bradley in the other team legacy is 10th. Adams in 11th. Dan is 12th. Whitehead 13th. Whiteman 14th. Richardson 15th. Searle, that's Searle. The car number 7 is 16th. Dewell is 17th, Baldwin 18th, Parker 19th, Perfect 20th, Martin 21st, J. Searle 22nd, Keynes is 23rd, S. Watson is 24th, Baxter is 25th, Cohen 26th, Wild 27th, Birley 28th, QT is 29th, Ross 30th, Osborne and Gardner, the three cars who unfortunately had to retire early from this qualifying session. So there we go, that does bring it to a close. Let's just pop TSL up onto the screen so you can see for yourself how this qualifying session has finished up here. It's short and sharp, wasn't it? It meant plenty of drama, plenty of action though. And it was Rob Birley with that absolute flyer late in the session to snatch pole position. What an absolute cracker it was. Thoroughly enjoyable qualifying session. That was just qualifying, 10-minute, that was it. We've got two 15-minute races to bring you as well today too. So the car's just making their way into Parc Fermé now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. Now the first race action today for the Super Saloons and TinTops gets underway at 12:05, so not a huge wait for that one. We'll bring you that live as well, and then we'll get ourselves down into Parc Fermé at the conclusion of the race as well, so you'll be able to hear from the drivers. A little bit later, if we get a chance, we'll do our legendary paddock walk as well, but you will hear from the drivers today just for qualifying. We're going to get off very shortly, get ourselves ready for the classic touring cars. So let's pop TSL down. You can just see the cars making their way back in now. What a session we had there. Congratulations to Rob Birley, 52.079, enough to get the job done. Eustace in third, Eustace in second, Ryan Bradley in third place. That rounds out the action for qualifying for the CMMCS. We are going to go for a very short break, but when we come back, we're going to have a classic touring car racing club, the all-comers qualifying session, live for you here at Brands Hatch. Don't go far, we'll see you soon.
Late to the stage they come, papers to blaze the punk, police on the beats we run, high rise you're not equal chump, I'm above you're below.